Hello, everyone, and welcome back
Hey,
to another episode of Meet Us in the Lounge. And today we will be missing Saichandra and our rotation. So, yeah, it's been a
really
while, I think,
unfortunate.
and I am now recovered from the food poisoning. So it's great to be back. It only took a few months, as you can see by since that was the last episode I recorded. So
It was
clearly I was
intense.
out for all those months.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you get food poisoning by? We were talking about it. We never figured it out.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't figure it out either. I think,
Really?
or because it was a specific meal that I ate like a bunch of things. So it could have been like one of many things.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, basically I think I felt the effects like around the next day basically. And like could because the day before I had this gigantic meal at a restaurant where I just like ordered and tried a bunch of different things that I hadn't tried before
Oh, dang.
in
That's so
Mexico.
cool.
So so yeah, it was very good food and a lot of different types of food. But yeah, I felt pretty bad afterwards.
I'm
Happy
sorry.
that you're healthy now.
Yeah,
So
Is,
me too.
is
I
this
don't know if
your
anyone
first
can
time?
tell.
Is it
What,
your
what are you
first time
saying?
getting food poisoning
I
in
hate you,
Mexico?
Daniel.
I mean, I'm just asking because I've gone to Taiwan and multiple times I gotten food poisoning, but I'm okay. I'm okay now.
No, I mean
Hmm.
the restaurant is not it's supposed to be like it was pretty classy. Like it was not like a bad
Oh,
place at all. So it's kind of
okay.
strange that I got food poisoning. It's only explained by like for some mix of the different foods I ate that just did not go well because like I didn't eat anything that anyone else in my family didn't eat. It's just that I ate like more of a mix of those things, I think. Or
Hmm.
maybe I'm just not accustomed to eating those things. I don't know.
A bit
But
unlucky.
basically I did think I had COVID at first because first I just had like fever and chills and fatigue for like the first couple days of symptoms. But afterwards my stomach felt terrible
Oh,
and my poop was awful. Like it was not
nice.
the correct state of matter.
Oh,
Um
nice. Cool.
It's plasma.
and yeah, yep.
This gas.
And it took a while for it to return to that correct state of matter. So yeah. Uh, realistically, I was out for about a week with food poisoning. It's the first time I've had it,
Wait,
and
actually?
yeah,
Oh,
so it was quite an experience for me. Yeah, but I'm happy to be back.
Do you guys hear me in your left ear?
I hear you in both ears, I
Oh,
think.
Yeah, same
okay.
here.
You don't hear me in like one ear?
Uh, I can't really tell. Did you get a new mic?
I did get a new mic. It's really lit. I don't know. Yeah, I got a new mic because my this mic right here stopped
Hmm.
working. So I bought like a whole like a big mic, like a real mic.
Oh, a podcast mic.
Whoa,
Yeah, I got a real podcast mic, so hopefully the audio is better on my end.
and
I also got a new webcam,
Yeah,
so
we
now
can
you can
see
see
Randy's face
me
well.
better.
yeah,
I didn't expect this because okay, I have the
so
old webcam
colorful.
still, and I don't know if you guys can look from the old podcast. I set up the exact same, but you can literally only see my face, like it's a square box. But now you see my entire room. So now I need to figure out like how do I make my background look professional when I do interviews because it's clearly I'm gonna be doing my interviews in my room. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Oh, well, I guess you might need to
Pretty
move the
neat.
bed, but I don't think you have a choice, really.
yeah, I don't think I can move my bed.
My
So
bed's here, too.
I don't think it
yeah.
looks bad right now.
Looks
I think it
fine, as
looks
long as you
fine.
close
I
the
think for
closet.
actual interviews, I might remove those paintings off the wall
Hmm.
and like maybe remove stuff from my floor
And the fan,
and
maybe.
make my bed like right there. But other than that, I think overall it's fine.
I feel like for me, I've rarely actually had like video interviews. Almost all of them were just audio.
Oh, really? They
Audio
don't want to
only?
see?
Hmm.
Oh,
Or like a significant portion, yeah.
Did you wait? Did you interview at more places than just Facebook?
Yes, a lot more.
Did you get offers at other places or was
Yes, I
Facebook like
got
the best?
Well, I mean, I think it was pretty much, it was one of the best, or like, it
Mhm.
was up there. I don't think any other offer I got was better really. So
Gotcha. What are your thoughts? What are your both of your thoughts on like CS, computer science preparatory, like practical schools? Like for example, like something's called like Lambda. We're not sponsored by anything. I'm just talking about it. But there's like this thing I heard. It's like Lambda. It's like a 9-month intensive
Oh,
practical
it's like a
computer
boot
oh, you
science
mean
camp?
you
boot
mean the
camp.
new
Yeah.
the new COVID variant?
Ah, yeah, that one too. But it's like a CS practical, like practical. You get like a certificate at the end of it, and it's like the idea is that it's like free until you like actually get a job, and then that's when you start paying tuition for it. So it doesn't come as a loss to you if you don't get a job in CS. Well, how do employers look at that? Do they see that as like legitimate? Like, do you guys know or
I've never heard of this.
no?
I've heard of it, but I don't know the details. I just, from my experience, like there's like mixed like reactions to like certificates. Some people are like it's kind of useless. Some people are impressed. Most people are just like looking for real experience, so they wouldn't consider the certificate like real experience. But it's not like I ask too many people about it. I just hear like mixed reactions to certificates. So I'm also like, not sure whether or not like certificates are actually useful or not.
Yeah. So like for me, I'm like in my gap year right now, and I was like wondering, I
Are
could
you
sign
switching?
up for like a CS
You're
9-month
switching.
class, right? And just learn computer science. I technically don't have to pay it back if I don't get a job because I'm not gonna get a job for at least another 4 years. Like if I get accepted into medical school, so like,
Wait, but how do they know if you get a job?
I think they can look at your tax forms. I'm not sure. I didn't look into it, but it was like maybe I could do something like this for fun. You feel
Mhm.
me?
What if you just
Like
do the course and then never find a CS job?
then I just know how to do CS, and I can do. I'm sure I can do
Yeah,
something with
scam.
it in like medical school for fun. This is
Yeah.
something I was thinking about doing for my gap year, but we'll see. Maybe I'll go all in on this thing, and we'll wait. On that note, does anyone know how to do their taxes? Because I technically bought this this
Ah,
mic and webcam. Maybe I can get this as a business expenditure rather than a personal expenditure. Anyone know anything about that?
I don't think you can use it as a business expenditure unless you're running a business, like if you were like maybe a YouTuber or streamer.
We can put ads on these episodes.
Or
I mean,
yeah, that's a good
in
point.
general, yeah, you would want to like put as many things into deductibles as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could. If
Yeah.
you ran like if you had like a YouTube channel that was like more official and you like some way to like prove that you were making money, then yeah, you could
Are we
like
saying the Meet Us in the Lounge YouTube channel is not official, Daniel? What are you talking about?
we're not
I don't think it's making enough money yet, is the thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen a cent out of
Well, we're
this.
getting there,
yeah,
but not
not
yet.
even a dollar.
Yeah. We'll talk about it after. What was I gonna say? How is everyone? I know Chandra isn't here. Like what have you been up to,
Yeah.
Daniel?
I'm chilling. My internship's almost over. I have around 2 more weeks and then I'm jobless. So I'm just looking around. I'm okay though. I think in general life is pretty relaxing compared to like school. My internship is
I agree.
pretty relaxing, honestly. Um Mostly they don't really have me do much. I'm just like studying on my own. When they need help, I'll help them with stuff. But in general, I think even my managers and like transitioning me away from like my task. He's like, oh, make sure you like train someone to like let them know what you did so that when you leave, we don't just like don't know what you made. So yeah, I'm just teaching people and it's like pretty chill right now. And yeah, been doing a lot more chores recently. Honestly, my day is like mostly just like work, chores, sleep. So I've been trying to work out.
Nice.
Not really going well with the commitment there, but it's all right.
Yeah.
So
On the
go ahead.
other hand, for me, I've started my job and I'm a few
Oh,
weeks
nice.
in. And as you can see by the change in background, I've also moved somewhere else.
Where are
And
you?
well, I'm in the Bay Area, city of Menlo Park.
Are you like in an apartment right now, or?
Yeah, I'm in corporate housing. So I still don't have
Oh,
like an
corporate.
actual apartment. This is the apartment the company gave me. And I have 2 months here.
Oh, that's it?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Is it free?
right now it's free. But
Oh, but you
yeah,
have
I
to
just
find a
have
place,
2
right?
months and I have to find a place. Yes.
Oh, dang, is that stressful looking for a place? Is there a lot of
Well, I
places
mean,
to go?
I've started right now, but
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, yeah, there's some things I still have to decide on because like the company has like rolled out some updates that maybe like only like some, it's like not necessarily certain that I'll actually be able to go to the office because I'm still working remote.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know when I'll actually like be able to go because I want to,
Interesting.
because otherwise what am I doing up here, right?
That's true. You are paying
Rent
like
is
a lot
pretty
of rent.
expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
Or once
Yeah,
I
rent's
start
pretty
paying
expensive.
rent, will be
Yeah.
expensive.
So
So
you want to work in
Mhm.
person.
yeah, I mean, while I'm up here, I want to work in person, at least like a few days a week. And then like later down the road, I'll decide when I want to work remote. Because most likely I'll be able to work remote since it's a software engineering job.
Okay.
So what do you do?
That I do software engineering.
Like,
Well, basically right now I'm still in the stage of finding a team. So
that
right
mean?
now
okay.
it's like ramp up and learning about like yeah, the company's code base and all that. And yeah, there's a few weeks at the beginning when you start when you don't have a team assigned and you kind of just you learn a bunch of like the stuff that, yeah, a lot about the code base, and then you actually like go into team matching and you kind of like fill out some surveys as to like what you're more interested in, and then managers will be able to see that and like reach out to you if they you seem like a good fit, and then yeah, you chat with them and whatnot, and then you decide what team you want to be on.
Oh, you get to choose. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Is this like
You
a
have to-
stressful process?
I mean, not really. Like a little bit. I still haven't gotten to the point where I'm chatting with managers, so I don't know how that's gonna go. But
You have
I
to
mean, it's not
learn like
that
their
bad.
best practice. Uh-huh.
Like, uh, I'm pretty sure I'm not doing as much work right now as I will be doing like once I get an actual position. Because right now it's kind of just like watching like company orientation videos and whatnot.
So you haven't started coding yet?
I've done like a little bit of coding, but nothing too difficult. It's more like coding to get accustomed to the code base, but like nothing like that requires much intelligence or like much research going on yet.
Do they enforce like best practices or like, oh, this is how you should name your variables, or like you need to like make your code this structure or like include
Uh,
comments?
I mean, yeah, every company everywhere like
Are
wants
they
you to
making you
write
like
good
learn
code, right?
yours? Oh, so
But
it's just as long as it's good code, it's okay.
well, I mean,
So you can't just name
you,
something
you all
Jorge 21.
well, no. I mean, it depends on what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay. That's pretty cool.
usually, like, you can't randomly decide to name things that. I mean, like a lot of like the formatting for code is very dependent on like what the code is for. So like they're not just gonna give me like a rule list or rule book right off the bat, like this is how your code has to look. Like it depends on the language as well, and a bunch of other stuff. What's like, yeah, just the purpose of the code, because I mean Facebook has a huge code base.
Can you name your variable hip hip Jorge? Just somewhere in there, just hip hip Jorge.
Probably nothing that goes open source.
Okay, maybe
So
just
how
like
does
in
how
your
does it
notes.
work? So when you code something, right? Do you send the whole code? Like, do you like work on like, I don't know, you make the back button on like Facebook video or whatever, right? Or
Or
Facebook Live.
it depends. That's user interface. I'm not as interested in that. I want to work more on like back end. So like what people don't see, like the, I guess, core functionality of things,
What does that mean?
or like the operating system. Yeah, I guess I don't know if that
What
explains
do you mean
much.
by operating system? So
Operating
I don't have a CS
operating
background.
system is like iOS for the phone, or Mac OS for the Mac.
Yeah, but don't we just all use
OS.
Windows? Or like
I use
Mac
Mac.
or whatever. Okay.
No.
Sounded
Yeah,
like
the Mac uses the Mac OS operating system. It is called
Yeah.
that, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Windows
yeah.
has its own operating system. Linux is another operating system. I don't remember how to define that. It's like such a like big encompassing
Yeah, it's a
term as
very
to like,
vague definition.
yeah. And that's like basically that's how computers work in general and how electronic devices work for the most part. So basically it's like very low level stuff that I'm working on. I work on like the functionality that of things in order for like um yeah, for like other teams to be able to use those things and eventually like be able to um like uh design applications with a back button and whatnot. So mine is like much deeper into it.
So it's more
I find that
equivalent to
more
like.
interesting. I mean, I'm not working yet on that, but that's what I'm more interested in.
So you're making tools for other people to use is the idea, right?
I think
Like
I
other
think that's what
workers
I'm
to
going
use,
for.
right? Right.
That's definitely like likely what I'm gonna be doing, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yep. Um,
In- Interesting. Dang, how's your job thing going?
Me?
Yes. Who else? Is Jorge and you?
I don't have a job right now.
Oh, like,
I'm just looking around, honestly. I'm just looking around. I'm open to anything software engineering related or RPA related, just because that's my internship. So I
is
figured
it
I might as well like apply to some RPA positions because it's becoming a little bit more popular right now.
what's PA?
Oh, RPA. So it's like robotic process automation. It's just anything
Oh, okay.
that has to do with like automating, like most of the time they're like mundane tasks. The idea is just to like increase like human efficiency by letting the robots or like the program take over like basic stuff, and also increases like if accuracy because like robots will probably not mess up. So if it's like something like repetitive, simple,
Yeah.
and automatable, then you probably use RPA for it. It'll save like lots of time.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. But in general, like the code is like not very complicated. In fact, like the software that I'm using, it's called UiPath. It's like no coding involved, honestly. It's like click and drag. Like I would actually prefer it with coding, but it's mostly just click and drag, and it's like really user friendly because it's like supposed to be for people who don't even know CS and stuff. They can use it,
Uh-huh.
but it definitely helps to have a CS background, and it is built off of like a language called Visual Basic or something. It's also related to like
Oh,
C
I've
sharp.
heard of that one.
So yeah, you could use some of that on it, but in general, you just like clicking and dragging. So I'm open to any positions that are involving that, especially since like I feel like I have more experience with that thanks to the internship than actual software engineering. But at the same time, I went to college for software engineering, so you know I should try both and see whatever I get. Honestly,
Well, well, you went
I'm
to
kind of down just to
college.
start anywhere.
You went to college for computer science.
Oh, that's true, but we never did RTA in like
Yeah,
or in
it's
college.
pretty
I was
much
actually
software.
what the heck is RTA anyways?
what is
Yeah,
the
that's
hard part of getting the job for you right now? Is it getting an interview or is it getting a positive response from an interview?
I think it's getting the interview. Maybe my resume is not really what they're looking for, which I can understand since I didn't really have any like software engineering related internships. I didn't even have like web design internships. So yeah, maybe they're honestly like looking for someone with more experience, honestly, because I don't really have much software engineering related experience, even though that's what I'm interested in. So we'll see. I'm thinking like maybe I'll just like start somewhere. That way I have some actual like something to write on my resume, and then maybe after a while I can like go up, which is fine with me.
Do you ever contact that guy?
I haven't yet. I haven't I haven't had time yet. I didn't even get to do
That
it yet.
guy.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Randy has a friend.
Oh,
it's my friend's sister's boyfriend, and he's an Amazon recruiter.
Oh,
So that's why I like tried to connect you two. So
I see.
should I just like reach out to him? Hello, my name is.
tell him, yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Just tell him that
Just tell him that you're the friend
Tyler's
of the
friend. Just say Tyler's friend connected me to you when during a boba conversation. Okay, the story is that we were in a car, we were getting boba together, and I was like, "Yo, I have a friend that's doing computer science, and he's like applying for jobs." And I was wondering if you'd be down to like give him some advice, because right.
Mhm.
So, and I got his number. So maybe you can just tell him, hey, I'm Tyler's friend. You can
Boba.
count it because you guys climb together, right? Yeah, I'm Tyler's friend. I got your number from Randy.
Mhm.
Um,
I was wondering if
I'm
I could
trying to
ask
get
you a
some
few
software
questions. Mhm.
engineering jobs. I can't
Mhm.
land an interview. Can I send you my materials and can you give me some feedback?
All right, that sounds pretty good. I was wondering, like, how should I send that first message? How would I say this?
I think
Like,
that's how you send it.
hello, Randy
Oh,
sent me.
wait, what if you send him a message, Randy? Like
Nah, I got it.
talking
I
I'll
about
think
like.
Daniel got
Daniel.
because he knows. I told him my friend will reach out to you. So can
Oh,
you?
okay.
Yeah, I told him like
Makes
my
Oh,
friend
sense.
will reach out.
okay. Because I was wondering, like, is he expecting me, or I'm just like, hello, it's me. You know who I am.
No,
All right.
I would introduce yourself fully with like your
Mhm.
name. Probably Tyler's name is better than my name
Yeah,
because
or even
he
better,
has to know
both.
Tyler.
Yeah, that's true. Tyler's
Hmm.
sisters. Oh my, that's a big jump. Randy's making connections for me.
So how's your job going, Randy?
Um,
You like it?
Do you like the
so
hours?
I actually
Oh.
fixed a lot of the scheduling issues I had before. The issue is that they're understaffed, and I totally get that they're understaffed, and it's hard to find people right now because it's just hard to find people right now. They're interested in working like $14 an hour and doing like hard physical labor work. So I get why it's hard to find people. My issue was just that like I told them my schedule, and I was very like I told them my schedule, and it was hard to get it like corrected properly because I always get days added afterwards. Um, so now what I did was on their online portal, whatever you can call it, you can
Uh,
mark days that you're unavailable. If you mark as unpaid, I don't know if they log it, they're gonna keep track and use as a metric for promotions, but I just put all the days I cannot work so that it fits my schedule as unpaid. So now basically they see the days I'm actually available and they'll just schedule me for those days, which works a lot better for both parties because now they don't have to deal with rescheduling and I don't have to feel like I always have to let them know I can't come in for whatever reason, right?
yeah.
And I
That
mean,
sounds
it also
better.
helps because I am working another part-time job at the same time doing,
Oh.
yeah, I'm working too. So I'm doing both at the same time, and I kind of need the time off from the caregiving job to do my research job. And I mean that I guess that is why part-time is a thing, right?
So you can do
Yep.
something else. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been my life. It's been pretty relaxed. I really like the job in terms of
Which
the
one?
work I do, the caregiving job. I
Oh,
started the
okay.
research job this Monday actually, but
Yeah.
I don't really officially start until tomorrow when I'm meeting with my PI again. So that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. Yeah.
Do you work weekends for your research job?
My
How?
research job is whenever I want to come in and do it. So
Oh.
not really come in, but more than whenever I want to get online and analyze the data. So what I typically will do is I will get everything and I'll blast it all out as fast as I can correctly, and then I'll upload it. So I'm never like the limiting cog in the whole process of data analysis and stuff like that.
How does the data analysis process work? Like, what does it mean to like analyze the data? Like, what form does the data come in, and then what do
So
you have to do to do the data?
for me, very simple. They what they do is that the person who runs the clinical trials, they record EKG data, you know,
Uh-huh.
the little
Yeah.
wiggles, right?
Yeah.
What I do then is I open it with this app. I just
Mhm.
select the interested areas and I remove data points that are too variable that shouldn't be collected as like regular um heart rate variability data points. And then what I do then is I'll grab all the ones I want, and then it'll generate a report of like, oh, how many beats was this? What was the average heart rate? And like a bunch of other heart rate variability measures. And then I'll put all of those values into a spreadsheet. And that spreadsheet will convert it into the spreadsheet for a statistician to analyze and do like actual like group comparisons between each of the groups that we have. Yes.
Very cool.
Speaking of that, I actually had a question for you too. I'm trying to save time, right? I don't
Mhm.
like manually punching in data. It just takes too long.
Yep.
It really does. So
Like
is there a
RPA
way for me to send like a screenshot or have a picture of the data of like the printout of they give me, and it converts all of the text, all of the picture into a text form that I can just
What is it a
automatically
picture of?
copy and paste into my
What is it a
Excel
picture
sheet.
of?
It's just the report. It's actually all text.
So you,
So it's
you
like
just
a picture of text.
No, it's a
You just-
picture, but I can't copy and paste it because it's not formatted in like a column or a row. It's like one
Ooh.
side's a column, it's labeled, and the other side's like a 3x3 thing.
uh-huh.
Because it's like, oh, if
Oh,
you
so
have
you-
like
So you want some software that will detect like all the text and be able to give it to you with the correct like columns and rows.
yeah. Honestly, all I would really need the thing to do is see all the text on the printout and put it onto like into text and put I don't want to use text interchangeably. The words on the picture, right? And to print it out in a consistent column or row of what I need.
So
I
keep
think
the
it's
same,
possible.
the current formatting of rows and columns, or no?
Basically, I just want to get all the text from the picture. That's it.
Picture.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think that's doable.
Yeah, I know it's
actually-
doable.
I have the UiPath software that I mentioned before. It has a feature called it's some kind of like visual technology. I think it's like there's different like technology they use, but I think the main one is like OCR. You can it can basically read text in an image. So I don't know how accurate it is, but if the formatting of this picture is like consistent, then I think you can specify like, oh, I want you to pay attention to this like quadrant of the picture, and then it'll like scan for any like numbers or words, and then I think it'll convert it to text, and then you can use that text and put it in an Excel sheet or something like that. Because we use that for example, when we're not interacting with like a web interface, but like when we're interacting with like, for example, like a virtual box, because you can't really click on like the little box inside a virtual box. It only relies on what the screen sees. So in the same way, I think you would be able to use the picture that you have, and then you can scan it for text. I just know it's not as reliable as
Or you mentioned
regular way.
OCR, right?
yeah. I think
Yeah, I just
It's like
Googled
Google,
it
I
and
think.
I found a column on it or an article about it.
yeah, I think that
How
would be
about this?
one
How about
way
after
to
the
do it.
podcast, I'll send you 2 pictures of what I
Uh-huh.
need. I'll send you 2 pictures of like what the report looks like,
Yeah,
and we'll
I'll
figure it
see if
out.
I can scrape it.
Yeah.
Figure it out. All right.
That'd be
Yo,
cool.
Randy, I couldn't help but
RPA.
notice your webcam is like shaking. Why is that?
Is it shaking right now?
Earthquake.
A little bit. Or now it's not. Is it just
Oh,
because
because
like
sorry,
you
I was on my
moved the
table
desk?
moving my desk. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. That seems to be why.
What are your
That was
thoughts
just
on
interesting.
whatchamacallit? Those arms for webcams? I want to buy one to reduce desk space, but I wasn't sure if they're worth. Does anyone have one or like no, it'd be good?
Yo, my desk right now is tiny. That's
How
the
does
only
it work?
complaint I have with this apartment.
Like you screw it to the wall or something? Is the webcam not just like
I think
sitting on your
there's
computer?
some of those that you like attach to the side of the desk. You clip it on the side of the desk and then
Wait, what does
something
your
like
webcam sit right now? Is it sitting on?
It's on my monitor,
Isn't that
but my
already?
monitor's on my desk.
yeah, that makes sense.
Um, I I can't say for sure because I don't use a
Yeah,
webcam. I just use
I've
the
never used
camera in
an
my.
arm.
Like I want it, but I feel it's just me wanting to spend money because I have an income. It's not like actually important.
Oh.
I don't think it'll change my quality of life or how I use anything I have.
I think you have your answer then. I guess it's not
Uh,
necessary unless you
keep
have
them-
no room.
It'll keep the video from shaking.
Yeah, but I
Will
think
it?
I don't really use my webcam either. I've only bought this for med school interviews because my old webcam was like I thought it was as ugly.
In that case, I think it's fine. I think you'll be fine unless you run out of desk space. Then I guess it would be better just to buy it.
I mean, the real reason why I want it is that I want to fit a third monitor in.
What the? Why do you need a third
you have-
monitor
So-
for?
You have two
What are
already?
you doing? What are you doing that requires a third monitor?
I mean, he does have two jobs.
So
You
okay,
both shot at the
okay.
same time.
My third monitor would have been way more helpful when I was doing school. Why? I could have had Zoom on one monitor for whatever thing I was doing, my main
Podcasts.
monitor for like the actual important stuff I'm looking at, and a third monitor for a reference. Like for example, if
Right.
I'm in lecture, right? I can have my notes be in front of me, my meeting be to the right of me, and my left will be the YouTube video I'm watching.
I was gonna say that I have my YouTube video up or I'm playing a game or something.
Yeah, right.
I don't support the idea of.
But why are you
I
watching a
think two is
YouTube
pretty
video
nice.
during lecture?
Cause it's boring.
Because I'm watching last week's lecture because I'm behind,
Ah, that sounds like
right?
me.
Hmm.
Or for schoolwork, I can have an essay in front of me, right? Or like a problem set in front of me, a reference to my right, Chegg, not really, I'm kidding. But like my Google, whatever I'm looking at on my
Yahoo
right,
Answers.
and then my left could be another thing, right? Like Discord or maybe Facebook Messenger. It'll increase my response rate significantly.
Jorge is like, I don't understand. Jorge, do you only use like one
Just seems
screen?
useless. Or right now, actually, well, I have a monitor and I have two laptops in front of me.
Oh, so
Because I have a work laptop. So I
Okay,
pretty
Jorge
much
has
do
three
what
screens.
Randy's explaining right now for work, where I use my personal laptop just to have YouTube or Discord on. And yeah, work on the other two.
so Jorge is validating Randy's desire.
But I mean, usually I can just watch a YouTube video on my phone as well. I guess it's not the same size, not as impactful.
Yeah.
I honestly don't see I don't see a big benefit, but if it works for you, as long as you don't go like 4 screens, I feel like the
I think
marginal
two
return.
screens is really good. 2 screens is, I think, the minimum.
Yes, Randy
right?
has introduced me to 2 screens. It's a
I mean,
game
usually I
changer.
just have one. I'm fine with one. Or
2 is
like,
definitely good
yeah,
though.
laptop and one monitor.
I have two
Oh.
24. Amazing. Don't need anything else.
I have 1080, which is it's okay.
I have
It's
a,
okay as
I have
long
a
as you're not watching a
27
movie.
inch.
Oh, we're talking about. No, never mind. I don't know what this is. I think this is 29.
The issue is I don't think I have room to add like a third monitor. Like, what would I even do with it actually?
I'm beginning to
Dude,
feel that
you
Randy
just
doesn't
explained
actually
it
need
though.
this.
Or I guess you would need it. Just go back to school and then you'll need it.
The issue
Problem
if I go
solved.
back to school, I'm going to my apartment, right? And then now the setup is gonna be a lecture notes, where I'm
Mhm.
writing my notes. I have my iPad out. Well, like what else?
Huh?
Actually, okay, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. The idea is idea is dying.
Randy
by the
just
second.
wants to spend money.
No, I think I just want to spend money because like now I'm thinking like, okay, what would I use my third monitor for? So if I was playing video games or whatever, right? I had my video games up front. I would
Mhm.
have
I still don't see it.
Discord on the right, or like a reference to whatever I'm
Like-
doing. Like maybe I'm
Like
reading
your
a guide
guide
or
or
something.
something.
And on the left, I'll have my Spotify, and that monitor will use exclusively for Spotify. And I feel like it's not worth spending like
When you
$90 on
explain
a
to
monitor
people-
You don't need a
for
monitor. for
Spotify. I don't need a
Spotify.
monitor for that, right?
Oh.
But think about how fast I could change my music,
I wouldn't know because I don't use Spotify, but
right?
Dude, just use your phone.
No, because if I use
Wait.
my phone, my mic will pick it up, and then people will be like, "Oh, what are you listening to?"
I can't play music and play games at the
Oh,
same time.
wait.
So
Oh, I guess through. Wait, how would people pick it up? Like, where is your
Because you'll
music
hear-
coming out of?
Well,
because
I will
it's
be
phone,
wearing
it'd
my
be a phone.
headphones for my games and Discord.
Okay. Uh-huh.
If I played music, I wouldn't be putting Apple earbuds under my headphones, right?
You
Oh, I
could.
thought you could connect those headphones to your phone.
Yeah, but I'll be
Oh,
using Discord and
wait.
computer
Yeah,
audio. Yeah.
Gotcha. Because you're mixing those two audio.
Yeah, so it just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I still don't see the purpose of this. Why
Dude,
not just have
you
your like
have a,
Spotify?
just have a separate
behind-
window for
Yeah,
Spotify. You don't need to
split
have
your
it.
screen.
That's what I'm
but-
doing now.
That's fine, right?
Does it not satisfy you?
Listen, I just want to spend money. I'm trying to figure out like what cool things should I buy.
Whoa.
Like, I just bought a
Shoes.
microphone. I just bought a webcam. I technically
You
already have
should
one.
buy a
but
car.
no, why would I need a
We're
car?
having a shortage right now.
Why would you
okay?
need
We
a
can't find
monitor?
cores.
Huh?
Why would
Oh!
you need a third monitor?
I was
For
thinking
Spotify.
maybe I can get like a tablet and install it into my car and then use that to control like the car settings. I don't know if that's a thing. That's why I wanted like a Tesla because it has like a big iPad with it.
I mean,
Buying
don't most
Tesla is, like,
don't
really-
most cars have tablets nowadays?
Do they?
Yeah, yeah.
I think so.
My
When is
brother
your
has
car from?
No, I don't have a car,
2016?
but my. Oh, maybe that's old.
Or
Maybe
yeah,
it's not yet.
my parents' cars are from around that time as well. And yeah, they still don't have like a full-on tablet, but I think more cars are having tablets
Yeah, my
nowadays.
brother
You
bought a
don't need to get a
car.
Tesla for that.
Yeah, my brother bought a Toyota. Was it Corolla? I think 2020 or 19. It has a
Yeah.
screen that you can use. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
I think
how
I've
big
seen
of a
the
deal it is,
Corolla
though.
has that.
You know, we're having a car shortage right now because we don't have chips or whatnot.
You don't have what?
like-
Chips?
We don't. not the type you eat, but like the parts that's used in the car. We're
Yeah,
apparently
like
having a
those
shortage.
little
so-
chips,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, something like that.
like the
I
ones
went
that
to
are
the
used in
car-
cars and stuff.
Yeah. I went to the car dealership and there's like almost no cars. Like apparently it's like really hard to buy a car right now. Like it's sold out. Like there's no cars to buy almost.
Hmm.
I'm kind of not really gonna buy a car yet because there are no cars for me to buy.
1 second. I just thought of something I can buy. Give me 1 minute.
Oh,
What is he gonna go get? All right.
so is he gonna buy more food?
I can't hear you,
but
keep talking.
I was gonna suggest. What do you think he's gonna bring? It's gonna be something troll. He's gonna get another dog. Dogs are kind of expensive.
Oh, Randy has a dog?
He has a white dog.
Oh, I did not know.
It's kind of like small. It barks a lot. Apparently, it's pretty nice, but it does bark a lot. Kind of like how small dogs like bark a lot.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
Big dogs are like really friendly most of the time.
Mhm.
I bet he's gonna bring some weird piece of like technology. Maybe some kind of household item.
Mm.
Oh, I have an idea of what he might bring, but I'm not sure. If
Wait,
it's
is he gonna bring something? I thought you decided to buy something.
I think he's gonna bring us something, and he's gonna say like, "I want an upgraded version of this." The
Oh,
same
okay.
thing, but with like one tiny extra
Hold
feature
on,
that
I'm
costs
almost
like
back.
500 bucks
I still can't
more.
hear you. I don't have my headphones in. I'm trying to set something up.
What is he setting up? Camera, lighting system? Oh, maybe it's like a sound system, surround sound.
Mm.
Okay, how do I?
I hope it's not something really useless.
What's a useless piece of tech?
I don't know. Amazon, what's that? What's that Amazon? I think that looks like a cylinder. And it's kind of like Siri, but not really Siri. You know what I'm talking about?
Alexa.
Alexa. Maybe it's Alexa or something. I've never used it. I actually don't even use Siri. I probably should.
I mean, I don't think Alexa is completely useless, right?
That's true, but you could live without it.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
it'd
You
be
can
like
live
a-
without a monitor too.
No, you can't. Honestly, the benefit of having a second monitor is impressive.
Hey, I'm back.
Yes,
Okay.
but you don't need it to live.
I see something on the bed, but I don't know if that's it.
No, that's
So
my
you bought a
blanket. I'm trying to
blanket.
s- I bought.
A lighting
I'm trying to
system.
see.
I knew it. It's a lighting.
It's a
not
ring
lighting,
light.
I know.
I have a lamp.
Ah,
I have a lamp. I was thinking about buying a ring light, but I
Get a
wasn't
ring
sure if
light.
it's worth the money.
is it really expensive? I've seen ads
No, it's
about
not
it.
that expensive.
Oh,
But
what
wait, this
light?
actually looks kind of good, right?
Just get it then. I heard it's good for like
Well, I
you can
have a
take photos
regular
too.
lamp, right? Like, yeah,
Wait,
we're
I'm
just
confused. Is that what you want? Or
He
why
wants
are you
to
showing
upgrade.
it
He
to
wants
us?
the official version. He's
I
just
want-
trying to demonstrate what the light would look like on the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just. Wait, what's
Wait.
it called?
A
It's called a
light
ring
is
light. Wait, this looks kind of nice.
sort of like a ring with light. I think
Oh,
Wait,
it's
this
I
is
expect
kinda
I expected
clean.
it to be something expensive.
I mean, it can
no,
be.
he didn't actually buy it, but
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
regular lamp.
No, but
like
I expected what he wanted would be
this
expensive.
is what I look like right now. This is what I look like without it. Okay. Wait, Dan, you're looking.
yeah.
Okay, this is without.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wait, this
I don't
is
think I can
sick.
use it.
Wait, lighting's broken. What the heck?
Yeah,
I actually
my
don't know
lighting's
how much
pretty
it would
bad
cost.
right now.
My lighting is bad because my skin is bad, so this is good. I'm satisfied with this. I see there are a lot of varying prices. I'm not sure which one is the good one.
I see ring light for Zoom meetings. Is that not the good one? Because that's only 16 bucks.
It seems like there's no actual ring light brand, so I'm not sure which brand is the best one to get. In any case, yeah.
Oh
sure.
dang, that's 94 bucks. Yeah.
You get one for like 37.
I see Target is selling a rainbow one, a rainbow LED light.
You get them for like 16.
Yeah, that's what I said, but I'm just confused to why there's such a wide range of prices.
Oh, I can be really warm.
Okay, there's
What
different
looks better? You think
sizes
the
as
light
well.
one or the brown one?
I think the light one.
Okay, what about how?
Well, technically the.
There's too many colors. I don't know anymore. I
I think
think
this
guess
is the
this
best
one?
one.
I think
yeah,
this
that one
one.
looks good.
Usually you just want the one that's closest to natural light, but I think that one's good. I think.
Yeah, I think this will be the setup I run with an interview. Wow,
Mine is looking
I figured
fancy.
it out, you guys.
Well,
I actually never thought about what I'm gonna do about this when I get my interview. I might honestly just sit on my bed and then hold
Are
my
you-
laptop in front of me.
are you interviewing right now, Randy? Or
No, I'm still waiting to hear back, but you know,
Gotta be
Wait,
prepared.
it's
but
good
is-
to dream.
wait, what are you interviewing for?
Medical school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think the next question I have is okay, what does everyone think? Do you think like headphones like this are like professional? I don't think so.
don't
Like I
think
feel like
so.
what I should do is I should switch into like earpods. I don't know.
Hmm.
What do you think?
I think it's fine.
Really? Well,
Maybe
actually-
I definitely remove this thing, right?
Just
if
cut
you're
it
not
off.
gonna use it. Oh, you can cut it? Oh.
No, I can't cut it, but like I have the wire to switch it off, so it's like
Yeah, do that then.
I can do that. But are the headphones themselves fine?
I guess if you must, but I don't like them that much, but at the same time, I don't really like AirPods that much. It looks kind of childish, AirPods, and like youthful in a bad way, immature.
Dude,
I'm not
just
really
don't
sure.
just don't turn on your camera.
Don't use the light that you bought. Don't use the camera you bought.
Do they tell you that you don't have to bring your camera?
What do you
Turn it
mean?
on.
For like Jorge, do they tell you like, oh, it's gonna be camera off or audio only? Did they tell you, or did you come in and everyone had their camera off? And you're like, okay, looks like my camera's off.
For what?
Your
Interview?
interviews.
Well, I didn't come in with a bunch of other interviewees. It was just me and the person.
Yeah, with the
What?
person.
Yeah, whenever it was a video call, I had it on.
Oh,
Oh, but you didn't
That'd
know
be-
in advance?
Well, yeah, they'd tell me if it was a vid or like depending on the
Ah.
app, it'd be video or they'd just call my phone.
Oh, I see, I see.
So yeah.
interesting. We did not know that.
That's weird because I had to ask the person who interviewed me for the internship I have right now. I asked
Mhm.
him because he was about to hang up. He was like, "All right, I'll see you at the next interview," and he didn't really tell me if it was going to be video or not. And it turned out it was video, so good thing I asked. Otherwise, I would have been in my pajamas.
Oh, But I mean, they send out the link like in advance? And then you'd be able to tell, or,
Well, mine is like kind of like not too formal, so no, we just like FaceTime.
oh, so they called you, but it was with video.
Yeah.
I've never
thing
used
is,
FaceTime for an interview. That's weird.
Really?
Wait,
What did they use,
FaceTime?
like,
I
WebEx?
saw I like clocked out, but FaceTime?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just called my
apparently,
phone.
yeah, they didn't specify for him, because like whenever it's like Zoom or
Mhm.
whatever Google Hangouts is it, or whatnot, it's one of those apps, and it's just gonna be video. Or like I know that in advance.
Oh, really?
Usually,
Oh,
like I
dang.
know it's audio just because it's calling my phone, right?
Mhm.
Never had FaceTime.
Really? I've had like
Let's talk on
meetings for
Snap.
not Snap, but like WebEx where people call on WebEx and they don't even turn on the camera. For me,
Question.
Oh,
my work computer doesn't even have a camera, so
oh, what the heck?
Wait, Jorge.
Yeah.
Was your Facebook interview over Facebook Messenger?
No,
Oh.
or
was it over?
I don't know what it was over actually.
Did they not
It might
use
have,
Zoom?
been. I think it might have been Zoom. I'm not completely
no-
sure.
Does nobody
You
use
come-
WebEx?
That's
Huh?
WebEx.
Cisco
No,
WebEx?
well, Facebook uses Zoom to some extent.
Oh, okay.
Are your
Um,
meetings on Zoom?
not
Mine's-
always. Sometimes.
What do they use besides Zoom? Or is it private?
It's like
Microsoft Teams?
for us, we also use like our own internal tool. But like
Oh,
it's
wow.
kind of weird because sometimes we use that and sometimes we use Zoom. So I don't know. I think because there's like, yeah, there's something with like once you reach a certain maximum of people on the internal tool, it's better to use Zoom or something like that.
Mm. Why did we
It's
decide to use
weird.
Zoom? Is there something special about Zoom that we're like, let's use Zoom? Like,
I honestly don't know. It
I
kind
don't
of
know,
dropped the ball though.
let's use Discord next time.
I think about how like Skype dropped the ball first, and then they let Skype was like the main thing to like video chat, wasn't it, before back in the day? And then all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
what happened to Skype?
yeah, it fell off the face of the earth, even though it kind of like had a head start over everybody.
Yeah, I
They could
never
have taken
understood like
advantage of this.
I'd mention Skype and then people would just laugh like because it's like irrelevant now.
Oh, I still have mine. I still use it, but I always use
But, like,
weird apps.
I've used it before, but like people are like, "What? Well, why do you still use Skype?" I don't know what happened to it, man.
There was a thing in high school, and then
Yeah,
it's
I
all of a
remember
sudden
that.
not a thing. I'm not sure. Because people are still using Zoom
Bizarre.
and WebEx and Microsoft Teams and Messenger. So those are cool.
Yep,
shall I call it here, boys?
I think so.
All right.
All right,
Thank you,
I'll-
everyone, for listening to our latest episode of Meet Us in the Lounge podcast. You know where we are, not
in the
Instagram,
lounge.
not in the lounge. We're definitely on YouTube.
Spotify.
Wait, we are on
Apple,
Instagram though, right?
We are in. No, we're not. We're not
We're
really on
account.
Instagram. We have an account. We're not on it. YouTube
I mean, I do go on
Apple
Instagram, but
Podcasts.
not on the account.
and Spotify. Follow us on Anchor FM. Maybe one day we'll have a sponsor. Probably not, but we're always looking.
One can dream.
So we can hook everyone else up with a webcam and a mic. That'd be great.
Yeah, and then Randy can actually consider it a business expense.
Yeah, thank you. I would greatly appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. You guys catch us next month for our latest bi-weekly podcast.
Let's see who's missing next time.
We'll see who's
I
missing next
know.
time.
It's
Probably
3 people every time.
you want to bet who's gonna be the next person missing?
It should be Randy next.
Well-
I think it's like we've been rotating.
No, I
Oh.
won't be. It won't be me. It's probably gonna be. I think it's
I think
Saishandra.
it's gonna be Randy.
I think it's gonna be
All right.
Saishandra.
Let's
All
place
right.
our bets then. All right.
All right.
All right.
Tell us who's gonna be out for the next time in the comments.
Okay. Yep. All right. Bye, everyone.
Farewell.
Bye.